In this video you will learn how to change image in sequence in YouTube Effect Maker. First, import images you want to use into the asset panel in Effect Maker. For our example, we will import 5 images and we label them from A to E. Next, we create just one image on the screen and insert any images into the image canvas. For our example, we use image A as the single image. We will need to add a trigger to initiate the image sequence change. For our example, we will use tap screen as the trigger. Since there are 5 images to change in sequence, we will need to assign a value to each image. To do this, we need to create a variable. Click on the icon with the italic X as shown in the screen. Make sure the type is number and the value type is single value. Assign 0 as the starting value. To make it more organized, label the image A to image. Next is to set logic using visual scripting. Since is logic setting, we need to add a text to validate the accuracy of the image change. Let's get started with the visual scripting. On the main graph panel, right-click the mouse to open up menu. Go to Objects and Properties, select Set Variable. On the variable, select Set Image Value as defined earlier. Next, open up the menu again and this time, select Get Variable. We want to create a counter that add a value of 1 each time a user tab on the screen. Now, let's convert the number signal into a text, so that we can validate the logic by seeing physical numbers on the screen. Right-click again to pull out the menu. Select Set Property this time and select the object labeled as Validation. On the menu, go to Time and Utility and look for the block number to text. Connect number to text to the node Set Text. Using Get Variable again and connect a number input as shown on the screen. We are all set to text the validation. Let's see if the numbers will add 1 each time a user tap on the screen. Seems like all is working very well. However, we do not want the number to add up indefinitely as shown on the screen. Since there are only 5 images to switch and we started with the value of 0. We want the minimum number to be 0 and the maximum is 4. We will assign the value of 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4 to the 5 images. To set a limit of 5, we will need to use the mod node for this. Pull out the menu again, go to Math and look for the node, Mod. Add the mod node in between Add node and the Set Variable node as shown on the screen. Connect Add node to input 1 and put a value of 5 into input 2. Since we have 5 images in our example. Now let's test another time, and for this test, we should see the number will go to the maximum of 4 and then loop back to 0 again after 4. The number will keep re-looping from 0 to 4. We are now on the final step of logic setting and we want to assign an image to each value from 0 to 4. To do this, we will need to use Update Frame node, the if function, the logic of equal node. Do following the steps as shown on the screen. We will keep stacking the logic with the if function. And for each value, we assign an image to it. We just duplicate the nodes for each value. In view of time, I will just jump straight to the final image value of 4. After assigning all 5 values, let's do the final testing and it should all be working nicely now. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more tips on YouTube Effect Maker later.